What is up, everybody? How are you doing? Chana D, your Techno Dad here, Audio Advice Live 2023. It is day 3, and I'm here with Scott. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for coming. I'm so excited you actually made it out.
I did.
You came a long ways.
It was long. We're not going to get into details, but it was pretty long. It's pretty long. And you guys have this brand new theater chair. You want to let us know about it? It kind of looks familiar.
Yeah.
What do you have?
You know, this chair is called the Revelation. And you and I were talking about it. We were sitting in it and looking at, we spent about 1.5 years on this. We sell a lot of chairs nationwide, and we've sold all types of chairs. And honestly, at some point we said, what if we could make the ultimate chair? Like, we could take everything that our surveys are telling us people would prefer in chairs, what they like in their current chairs, but also add in, what we want in our own home. And that's what led to this.
Okay, great. So as far as I see controls here on the cup holder. What do we got here?
Yeah, so one of the things that came back as we went out and surveyed everyone was there's really 2 ways to do controls. One way is to put the controls in the side,
right.
And one way, which is more expensive, is to put them in a more expensive cup holder. And ultimately, when we sit people in them and you go through a focus group, the people that have them on the side are like, my gosh, I don't know, particularly when you have guests or someone that don't know, they can't find what buttons to push. People vastly prefer them in the cup holder, but it's more expensive to do. Anyways, ultimately, so many more people want it that way that we designed it, in the cup holder. So
when you said cup holder, my initial instinct, because my chairs are in the living room, right? So I'm thinking, soda spills, cup holder controls. I don't know. You got to talk me down off this ledge here, Scott.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you guys do?
It's designed in a way that it has closed buttons here, and then it's totally sealed in here in case you spill. And then for the USB port, we actually put a little cover on it so you don't spill anything in it.
Very clever. Very clever. And as far as the seat itself, we've got recline, we've got a headrest adjustment, and lumbar. Anything special?
Yeah, so there's a few things in it. One, in the cup holder, we've designed it in order that is the way you would actually set the chair up to watch either a movie or news or whatever you're watching. So the first 2 buttons are control for recline up and down. The second 2 buttons bring this headrest out. And what we've done, you and I played with it, and what's really fascinating, because I'm a little bit taller than you, it fits me well. You sat in it, fits you really well. Right. And when you bring the headrest up, it comes up at this unique angle, which allows people that are shorter or a little bit taller to fit really well in it and support the head correctly. So we basically increase the range of heights that it works for.
Okay. So it's like a one-size-fits-all kind of a situation.
As much as we could, yeah. And then obviously the final 3 are lumbar.
Okay.
And you and I were talking about, honestly, the last thing we got stuck on for like 6 months was nailing that lumbar, because it's really hard to create a lumbar that supports people with different backs.
Right. So I know my viewers know, I'm sure you already know, I probably said it. I'm a DJ, and when I do like an event, it's a 14-hour day and my lower back kills me. So the one thing I hated about the lumbars in the current chairs we have is it puffs out my chest. So now I'm like, it's just like this weird thing, but this does not happen here. So that is a great addition. So for those of you that have this lower back problem like I do, like this lumbar, much better than the couches or chairs I have now.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. And then we've got lighting, a little bit different than the other ones.
Yeah, so most chairs, and even many that we carried for a long time, that have LEDs in them, and I'll just tell it like it is, when you see a chair that has LED either online or in a store, like, oh my gosh, that's gonna be so cool in my theater. The reality is many of these like little extra bells and whistles, and this is probably an important part that I really haven't, this is the first time I've said it. You got me going here.
Okay.
There's a lot of bells and whistles you'll see on chairs that look really cool when you're like, oh, it'd be cool in my theater, but you actually don't want. Right? So it was as tough to figure out what you don't want. And so you could put like all sorts of crazy stuff on it when you're watching a movie. You want to have LED lights so you can see the controls and maybe a little bit when you're getting up or whatever else, but you don't want it so bright that it's shining on the screen.
Right.
So what we did was we have the LED button there. It turns it on to a particular level that would be, hey, we've got lights on in the room. We've got a Super Bowl party going on. You hit it one more time. It drops it down to a level that's probably, hey, family's watching Netflix. We got a few lights on, a little bit darker, and then one more level for movie. And it essentially keeps it from reflecting off of the screen and then finally off.
Gotcha. So you can tailor the level of light to the, what's going on.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, very cool. And then the last button is the home button.
Yeah.
Right?
Hold it down. It's got a safety feature in it, so you hold it, and as you hold it, it reclines everything down.
You did that so it wouldn't swallow the little
it.
dog, the little dog or little cat or whatever like that. Okay, cool. And then and we've got 2 spots for a tray.
That's right.
Yeah, and I see it's not like a normal tray, right? You've got something on there so my plates and stuff won't slip off there, right?
That's right. So one of the greatest gripes we had, even in prior chairs that we had sold and other ones that are out there, was everyone had this rectangular table that was super slick. And inevitably, if you had a glass of wine or something on it, you'd hit it and it would slide off and be like, I've made a total mess. And so the real question was, what can we do to solve that? And so this is a more premium table, but as you and I have played with it, it has a neoprene type of cover on it that essentially holds things from sliding, and then we put an indentation that actually matches in the center so it swivels around it for putting your drink. What that means is when you're in upright position, it holds it here. When you're laying back, you spin it to here, your drink stays in that position so it's not moving it around. So it's a really cool design.
That's definitely well thought out. Yeah.
The other thing we've done with these is because they're more expensive to produce, we had this fascinating question, like, but if we ship a table, the people that want it and the people that don't want it, we know once they see it, they're going to want it. So it was cheaper to mass produce these with the chairs. So the decision is every single chair comes with that.
Okay. Great.
So if you buy these chairs and you get them, like, oh, I didn't get the tray table. All you do is open this up. The tray table's hidden in there. Close it down, and then both the sides come open so you can put your controllers in here and all that kind of stuff. But every single one has it with it.
Nice. And when we're talking about chairs and comfort, we got to talk about the soft leather. So this is really nice. I actually sat in it for a little bit, and yeah, man, I like it.
Yeah, so this is a vegan leather, which means we haven't killed any animals for this thing. And
wait, vegan? Does the chair eats?
The chair eats. But this is my own personal opinion is the whole high-end auto car market's going to go to a Tesla does vegan leather today. Rivian does it in their trucks, and there's a whole bunch of advantages in addition to you're not killing animals, but also it's more durable. And you don't have to treat it all the time like you would leather. So anyways, I think everyone's going to go to this in the premium part of the market.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Very cool. So what is the name of the chair again?
It's called Revelation.
Revelation.
It's a revelation.
It is a revelation for home theater. All right. Thank you so much, Scott. And you guys, I've got a few more videos here from Audio Advice Live 23. And if you guys want to come out next year, I think you have the dates already.
Yeah, I didn't know what they were, but it's basically the same weekend. It's like the first weekend in August, kind of.
First weekend in August. And yeah, thank you again, Scott.
Thanks so much, Techno Dad.
And we're going to see you guys later. Maybe we should do an interview about the show later.
Let's do that.
Yeah. So we'll talk about it. All right, guys, have a good one. Peace.